Think you need a huge bag to start yield farming? Let me show you how I yield farm with just $100 and still grow it safely. In this video, I'm going to do a live deposit and get into a position into a farm and pretty much show you the ins and outs of how to do this. Get a clear understanding of what you're actually doing with yield farming. I see so many people get into yield farms and all they do is get into the highest APRs and look to farm and hopefully make some money from it. But you need to have some sort of plan. So like I mentioned here, up here, what's the reason for the farm? Every single pool position you get into needs to have some sort of purpose within your entire DeFi portfolio. So for this example, the way I have it done is my aim here is to help me build up a position in the S token. And obviously this is what we're doing it on. So I want to build up a position in the S token. However, I don't want to necessarily just go off and buy it. So what I'll be doing is providing liquidity for USDC-S. And with the rewards, I'll be automatically selling them into S tokens. And from there, what I'll do is put it into the Aave platform where it allows to earn a little bit of the passive points and earn a small yield on it. But obviously the key focus here is to grow my bag. So if we jump over here to Aave, you can see here I have 40 S tokens in this position at the moment. And again, key here is obviously to grow this position. So as I mentioned, our aim here is to become DeBank. We want to focus on building income streams. In this example here, it's an automated pool, so there's no range for us to manage. So we don't have no risks of going in and out of range. However, we don't want it to be caught in a pool where, you know, it's literally plummeting down. So that's the key thing. Now that we jump over here to Swapex, as I mentioned previously, Swapex sponsored the videos. Again, shout out, massive thanks to them again for doing that. But they have a lot of different pools and a lot of different ways to incentivize users to create liquidity. So if you can see down all the different positions here, this is the one we were getting into, the wrapped Sonic USDC position. You can see here we're going to get 8x is for Sonic points, yeah, for USDC. So we provide liquidity here. We're going to get bonus points here for in the airdrop. We're also going to get gems, and we're also going to get VE Swapex boosted APR. So the entire breakdown is here. You can see it. You can get automated USDC is 63%, the gems is 3%, the VE is 21%, and then we have a manual APR of 76%. Now we're not doing the manual option, of course. Like as I mentioned, most people will jump into this and they'll pick some random pool because it has a high percentage, and let's just assume we look at USDC and non here is 122%. People might just jump into it and happily be earning from it, but what happens is they have no clear plan and no reason why they're wanting to do it. So I use LP farms for the number one reason is it allows me to build out positions without necessarily buying tokens. So yeah, we're going to jump straight into this now. Wrap Sonic USDC, we're going to provide liquidity. Have, like the title says, $100 to put into this. See here, $100 is 88% is roughly the APR. We're going to be in the range. So we just automatically go through the process of this. And I suppose the key thing here is when you're doing all this is making sure you have a Ledger wallet by now set up to get involved in DeFi, because, you know, if you're doing it without a Ledger wallet connected, it is extremely risky, and it's just a bit of you know, practice and preparation to get everything up and running. So that's pretty much it. After a few clicks of obviously approving each step, the transaction is being completed. Our LP is being created and added. So if we jump up here, we should see now we'll have two positions in, I think on this wallet, two positions in. So we have obviously this position, which is the previous one, and now we have this new position, $100 in, that's going to be earning us obviously some Sonic points, and we're going to be earning bonuses and stuff like that. So what you want to do now is 88%. How much is this going to be earning? Again, it's nothing that's going to, you know, make you super rich. However, it's a stepping stone. So come over here to my website, Crypto Calculator, quick and easy calculator to kind of help you understand what you can earn and how you can earn it. So we go into this, as mentioned, 88%, and we'll calculate this. We're only earning 24 cents a day now, and as I said, it's only 7.23 a month, but you can see how quickly this can potentially grow. And again, if we just decided not doing this, but if we decided we want to compound daily, you know, after a year of compound this, we're up to 57. You know, you're almost doubling your money. And I said it's definitely a brilliant way to go with it all. So my plan, as I said, is to every couple of days, if I can, claim the rewards and just keep building up my S tokens. Again, these numbers can be massively changed the higher amounts you put in. So $10,000 into this is earning you $24 a day, and it's going to allow you to really, compound and grow your entire bags. What risks do we have? Like always, we have risk with protocols, risk with contracts, and obviously we have the risk in general with the LP pair in terms of price dropping. Now, benefits of in this position, we don't have to monitor ranges. It's going to automate the entire process for it. So what you want to be doing is keeping an eye obviously on prices, not just jumping in and out of positions for whatever reason. But again, once we can keep within a range or in general, we're going to be okay. However, if we drop down to like this again, 24-25 cent, and because we're in this kind of position, this is going to drop significantly. So this could go down to $75. However, as soon as things start to move again to the upside, back up like an example up to here, go up to $125. So that's something just to keep in mind. And what some people tend to do is when this goes to maybe $125, they might claim take out $25 worth of it, sell it, and convert it into the S token, and again just build a position like that. So as I said, you're always kind of taking profits and growing your bags. So again, hopefully you found this helpful. As I said, always the key thing is what's the reason for the farm. Don't just jump into high APR farms, because more than likely you'll end up getting absolutely wrecked. Have some sort of strategy built out and some sort of system, and at least then you kind of have an idea before you get into it of what you're wanting to achieve and gain. So we're going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day.